The community of Ystradgynlais are trying to raise £100,000 to save their local playing fields. It comes as the 100-year lease between Powys Council and the landowners comes to an end. Volunteers have managed to negotiate a new lease deal with the owners but need to pay the full sum up front. The council are unable to help due to cutbacks, so fundraising is their only hope. Alexandra Hartley is in Ystradgynlais for us tonight. Alex, what's the latest?
Well, Ellie, we all know that open spaces like this are so vital, or often a lifeline to communities, especially over the last few years. And here in Ystradgynlais, it is no different. They've been using this facility for decades. You can see some children playing rugby out here. They play football here, cricket, tennis, and so much more. The land has now come up. The lease has now expired. So it's now down to the local community to fight to save it. And I'm joined inside, because it's a bit wet and miserable out here, by one of the volunteers who is hoping to keep this facility as it is. Wayne Thomas, thanks very much for joining us. Wayne, can you just put into words first what this facility means to you as a community?
I think this facility means so much to so many people in so many different ways, you know. For me personally, when I drive on, I look at the history of it, look at the present structure of it, and indeed we are now looking at the future structure. It's been a major part of Ystradgynlais in so many ways. It's the green lung at the heart of the centre of the village, if you like, and it's, like I've said, we've got to secure it for so many different reasons. The support we've had so far has been fabulous.
And tell me a bit about the deal you've got.
It's taken us just over 3 years to negotiate the deal where we are. Of course, long-term leases, 99-year, 100-year leases are no longer relevant. 25-year lease is where we started. We've ended with a 50-year lease, of course, and the price of that is the £100,000. We did have 3 years to pay that, to raise that monies. Unfortunately, because of COVID and the curtailment of social activity, we've got 2 years to raise that money, of course.
It's a steep amount, £100,000 to pay up front. Is that fair, do you think? And is there any support from the council or the landowners?
There's a few things, of course. We think it's a reasonable deal, and the family, the Gough family, of course, they think so as well. And in fairness, if you look at comparable areas of land, it's a reasonable rate to pay for the area of land we've got. With the Powys County Council, we explored those discussions with the local authority. It was clear the lease came to an end. They had no legal need to continue with it, therefore they terminated it. They have been doing these lands for many, many years, of course, and the cost is several £1,000s per year. They told us outright they are no longer continuing with it, and that was the end of that debate. We then moved to the Gough family and asked for if we could buy the land, you know, secure a mortgage, get the land, etc. In fairness, they said they weren't interested in selling the land at all, which is fair enough. So this is where we ended up now with £2,000 per annum rent for the 50-year term, which is a lifelong term.
Well, good luck in raising that funds. I know you've got a bit of celebrity support behind you as well, with Michael Sheen beating the drum for the local community. You can hear what this space means to the community here. Thankfully, they have got a bit of time to raise those funds. The final deadline for that payment is 2023.
Alex, in Ystradgynlais, thank you very much tonight.